Mhm.
I want you to turn your attention, my brother,
Mhm.
to one of the manliest men of all time. A man's man. An
A
honest
man's
man.
man.
An
An
honest
honest
man.
man. Like
Man's
telling you finna
man.
start preaching.
Listen,
You doing this eulogy? You doing this eulogy?
look,
You look like you're telling
a
you finna go
man's
preach.
man.
Like,
You don't want me to. Uh-oh. I want to welcome y'all to the church of the church of Antonio Brown. Yeah. He's a man, a man's man, an honest man, a praiseworthy man. He said, in the light of evil, he said, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of the Jets, I fear no evil. And the evil be Bruce Arians, and the evil be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the evil be Tom Brady. Yeah. He said, I ain't gonna play on no bum ankle. And then when he saw evil in the face, the Lord came into his body, and it made him rise up, and he felt the strength of 10 men, because won't he do it? Won't Jesus do it? Yeah. Jesus made him get up, and lead himself into the promised land, or in this case, an Uber. Yeah. He walked out of MetLife Stadium. He called himself an Uber with the whitest black man you ever seen, or maybe the blackest white man. It doesn't matter at this point. The nigga was real ratchet. Yeah, because God led him into the Uber, and he said, guess what I got for you? I got more than just football for you. I got a Netflix special down the pike. Yeah, fuck out of here, nigga. Fuck out of here. If y'all, hold on, bro.
Wait, that's hilarious.
It's been so much shit.
Hilarious.
Listen, bro.
Yeah.
It's been so
hilarious.
much bullshit going on about this nigga. People online have been defending him. Look at, he released a whole bunch of information. After that shit, because at first it was like, this nigga Antonio Brown crazy. Yep. That nigga that had another meltdown. Motherfucker. I'm like, yo, chill. Hold on just for a second. Just chill out for a second, okay?
Yeah.
This is nothing new, right? This nigga did this shit in Pittsburgh.
Yep.
Did it in Oakland.
Yep.
Once he left the Patriots after he was like, they ain't help me with any of my legal trouble. Yeah, nigga, it's your legal trouble. So once they didn't really help you because it was like, listen, we can only do so much. Then it was like, well, shit, the Patriots ain't really want me there anyway. So now it's talking bad about them. But my nigga Tom, that's my nigga. Then when he got to Tampa and he vouched for you, listen, Bruce Arians did not want you. The Bucks really didn't want you.
Mm-hmm.
But because the Bucks were like, we got Tom fucking Brady.
Yeah. We got the GOAT on the team. Absolutely.
Can you win us a Super Bowl? Tom like, nigga, who you talking to? Give me him. And I'll get you one.
That's right. And guess what? Tommy B got him.
They got him. And this is why Antonio Brown was even on the team this season. Because Tom Brady was like, bro, I'm money. You know that. So that's my guy. Get him, and I'm going to deliver. And so they was like, well, what's the track record? Tom Brady's been here 1 year. Okay, and what did he do in that year? 11-5, win a Super Bowl. Go get that nigga. Yeah, we got to put him on a incentive-based contract, but go get him. Okay, bet. So the shit everybody know the story. Shit happened on the sideline. You know what I'm saying? Bruce Arians told that nigga, get the fuck up out of here. You done. Mm-hmm. You don't want to go back in the game? Fuck out of here. So
Bruce Arians told him go fuck yourself, brother. You out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. So AB, I think it was Monday or Tuesday of last week, releases a ton of information online. So much so he even I don't know if it's accidentally or fucking intentionally.
Purposely.
This nigga releases his fucking bank account information. Like, anyway, this nigga right here, bro. This nigga retarded for real. Look, it might be something. It not might be. He got something going on mentally. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think it's so much CTE is the fucking center of it, because
motherfuckers were saying that hard. I was like, damn, he already got CTE. Like,
how can you say that?
And the nigga, you know what I'm saying? Y'all junior say,
you feel me?
This man already got it.
And it's possible. I mean, you know, he plays
a vicious contact sport. Yeah,
and he's been playing that since he was a fucking kid. So yeah, it's possible that he has CTE. However, the nigga been exuding this behavior for a long time now.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? For a long time. Before any one of us could say that was CTE. This is the type of behavior he was exuding. The type of the behavior he was demonstrating. So let's not act like this is just some new shit and now it's just on CTE. Listen, it looks like it could be, but there's some other mental health issues that's going on where you're not going to be able to know for sure if it's CTE or not until the man is gone.
Evaluated.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because you're not going to know that until they can actually take a look and cut his brain open.
Yeah,
and see what's up. You don't really know for sure, but with other shit, you could tell that shit with a fucking 2-hour visit today. There's some other shit going on. So
I can tell bipolarism when I see it. He can be laughing and joking on the sideline, and then out of nowhere he explodes like that. Yo, that's bipolarism, y'all. Like, bro. Stop playing. Stop playing.
Stop playing games, bro.
Yeah.
It's some other shit going on. First of all, let's look at the fucking shit that he released. He released his lengthy statement that he didn't write. Obviously, his lawyer wrote that shit. He didn't write that. Let's be very clear with each other. And I'm not saying he didn't write that shit because of intelligence, because that's where most motherfuckers would go with that shit. Oh, here, you trying to call that nigga stupid? No. I'm saying none of that shit was self-centered. None of it was. Because if he wrote that shit, it'd have been, listen, I know I'm the greatest wide receiver of all time. And I also know that I am going to play through pain, but in order for them to do that, you got to pay me, nigga. And they don't want to pay me.
That's right.
So that's why I left. You know what I'm saying? But his whole shit was, the whole thing was, I communicated with the coaches. I communicated with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I told them I was this. I'm on the injury report. Again, listen, all that shit is true. So when Bruce Arians, when that shit first happened, Sunday and Monday of last week, and Arians came out and said, yo, I had no idea the nigga was injured. That's a lie. That nigga was lying in that moment. Of course you know he was injured. He was on the fucking injury report for the last 5 weeks, dog, or the last 8 weeks, actually, because he's been dealing with a fucking high ankle sprain for 2 months now.
I was going to say, a high ankle sprain takes 6 weeks. Want to know how I know? I had 2 of them. So it takes 6 weeks to recover from a high ankle sprain if you do absolutely nothing. But again, you know, in NFL, they got the rehab and they got
rehab and shit. So it's not going to, so it'll go, what'll happen is you'll have the high ankle sprain and it'll get downgraded to a low ankle sprain. And then as you're still rehabbing, if you don't need surgery, then you'll start seeing it. Right. It depends.
It depends. Because a high ankle sprain can also be close to what I almost had, which was a bone bruise. And if that's the case, that means that it almost tore tissue.
Right.
So it depends on the severity of the injury. You know what I'm saying?
So he said he went to a doctor in New York, a specialist, and guess what happened? It was torn ligaments. It was bone fragments. Yeah. So he needs surgery, right?
Absolutely.
Doctor was like, hey, that's verifiable. You can go check that shit. Everything that he was saying was verifiable. You go check this shit. So now at this point, it's all everybody walking this shit back. Man, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Niggas calling them the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and shit. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, them motherfuckers ain't shit. Fuck the Bucks. Fuck the Bucks. Fuck the Bucks. Fuck the Bucks. I said, nigga, give it 2 more days. Watch what happens, nigga. You usually want to wait 72 hours about some shit anyway. You never really want to fucking comment on something, excuse me, in the first 24 to 48.
Okay.
Think about the first 48, my nigga. When they doing shit, is you need the first 48 to solve a murder, right? Because after that, nigga, motherfucking witnesses start disappearing, motherfucking evidence start disappearing, facts start getting fucked up. It's real crucial to trying to figure out a murder within the first 48 hours, because that's when everything is most fluid and everything is still going around. Once things start going cold, it's harder to solve, right?
That's right, yeah. They tell you that on the show.
Yep. It's the opposite when it comes to information like reporting and shit like that. Because everything is so fluid in the first 48, you're not getting the real story. It's all he say, she say bullshit that's going back and forth. It's not until after that 72-hour point is when things start solidifying.
Now you can see the real
start coming out,
real story,
and you can start putting 2 and 2 together. Once that shit happens, then you start talking about it, because like clockwork, this nigga AB starts saying a whole bunch of crazy shit that was like, wait a minute, nigga, I thought you said this shit was about the injury, nigga. Case in point, nigga starts going on podcasts and shit. Start getting on Twitter.
He went on the podcast like the very next day, right?
No, not the very next day, but I'm gonna go back in time after I'm talking about this. So he gets on, I think it was like Thursday or something. He goes on a podcast, and I forget what podcast it was. But on a podcast, now he throwing shade at Tom Brady. He ain't even talking about the injury. He saying, man, I thought Tom Brady was my nigga. He's supposed to be my friend, but the nigga, he talking about the shit. He spinning a narrative like the rest of them motherfuckers in the Bucks, talking about, you know what I'm saying, you know, trying to make it feel like they sad for me, they need to pray for me because I got, you know, maybe some mental health issues. But if he was my real friend, why ain't he help me get a better contract? I was like, oh,
that was back to the money.
That's what it's about. He had me staying at his house, and all that shit was for show. What? I'm gonna let a nigga live amongst my family and children for show. I mean, maybe these niggas, Tom Brady is, you know, he like, I mean, I don't know, but that's weird. You know what I'm saying? But you're a weirdo ass nigga, AB. So weirdo niggas think weirdo shit and do weirdo shit. So I can't put that past you. Another thing the nigga said was that Tom, you know what I'm saying, he ain't shit without other people. Yeah, it's football. You can't win without the 52 other motherfuckers on the roster. Like, I don't get it. You need the coaches. You need strength coaches. You need fucking conditioning coaches. You need health trainers. You need the medical team. You need fucking the GM. You need a owner who's willing to fucking put resources into the team. You know what I'm saying? You need great wide receivers for a quarterback to throw to. You need a fucking offensive line to keep them upright. See what happened in 2009 when the offense was a little shaky. First motherfucking offensive line was shaky. First motherfucking game of the season. Blop. Towards motherfucking ACL. Bye-bye.
Wow, he gone for the season. They did not like that shit, let me tell you.
And although the Patriots were 11-5 that season, can anyone tell me if they went to the playoffs or not that year? Fuck no, they didn't. That was a wrap for their ass. And that was a year they probably could have won the Super Bowl. And they still had Randy Moss on the team.
Yep.
So that year probably fucked up Randy Moss' chances of getting the ring. So, yes, you do need other people. So do you, my nigga. You can't throw the football to yourself, although the nigga probably think he could.
He probably think he can. I was going to say, he probably think he could.
Nigga probably think he can. Hey, look, tell me, let me play quarterback too. Let me play quarterback too, nigga. Shit, I can do this shit myself.
I can do this myself.
Bro, so he's doing all this shit and saying Tom Brady need motherfuckers. Tom Brady ain't the best friend. If he really was a good friend, he would have helped get me a long-term deal. No, nigga. Your agent was supposed to do that for you, nigga.
I was going to say that. Tom ain't
that's
the
what
agent.
you pay him for. Because he feeding into the narrative like the rest of the media be saying, and it's like, oh, Tom is the de facto GM. No, nigga, Tom is the quarterback of the team. There's an actual GM in Tampa Bay.
Who could have made a decision to pay you or give you what you deserve?
But do you see what I'm saying now? Because he went on a podcast and started spewing these things, and he's contorting the context, literally, quite literally, defaming and distorting the context of what's really going on. Tom Brady is not the de facto GM in Tampa Bay. There is an actual position of general manager, and it is being filled currently by a person, a human being in Tampa Bay right now. That is the de facto GM because he is the actual GM. You get what I'm saying? So the fact that he took that narrative from the media and then tried to use that same narrative to fucking throw shade at Tom Brady, that's the mindset he was in on that field Sunday. And let me jump back in time. I can tell you why. Because when he was in that Uber ride with white chocolate, I forgot buddy's name, but that nigga grew up around a bunch of niggas. That's all I gotta say about that. That nigga grew up around a lot of niggas. Either that or that nigga is from Malibu's Most Wanted, just New York style. Fucking Brooklyn's Most Wanted. That whatever it is, doesn't matter. What I'm saying is, when he was in the Uber, the dude was like, "Yo, AB, tell the people what's up." And he's like, "This gonna make one hell of a. This gonna get me my Netflix deal." Don't quote me on that, but he said he was basically saying this is setting up for him up for Netflix. This is what this is doing. It's setting him up for Netflix. So basically,
the son on the sideline on Sunday after he stormed off from Bruce Arians.
Bro, this was literally an hour after he fucked. The game's still going on. I don't even think the game was over at this point.
So he talking
about Netflix.
This nigga wild.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah, also in that podcast, he fucking throwing Mike Evans under the now come on, y'all. Now y'all niggas know. Now y'all know who the motherfucking real virus, like who's the number one target on this team. Like, let's be for real. Yo, you throwing Mike Evans under the bus? Mike Evans. Around the league. I think Mike Evans is a Walter Payton Man of the Year recipient.
Yeah.
This is one of like the most in the NFL today, one of, if not the most unselfish wide receiver in the fucking league. One of the like people are like, that's a teammate. Yeah. Not to mention before Tom Brady got there, all he did was go to like 7 Pro Bowls. It's not like it's not like he trashed. He has like 7 Pro Bowls. He had like 8 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons. Like, correct. Like, and he got a Super Bowl now. Yeah. Bro going to Canton. Yep. This not some weak motherfucker. Yeah. Mike Evans, before it's all said and done, Mike Evans is gonna have a gold jacket and a bus in Canton. You get what I'm saying?
You are not going to, AB.
And that nigga was like, we already know what time it is. Mike Evans was like, bro, what? He was trying to stop you, bro. Just chill. Once he probably said something to him like, man, get your weak ass off me. Get your injured ass off me. He probably told Mike Evans, man, get your injured ass off me. He was like, nigga, you injured too? Like, you know what? Fuck it. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Fuck it. Let him self-destruct.
Go ahead, bro.
Absolutely.
Go ahead. This is one of the most unselfish people in the locker room. And I'm not just saying in the locker room of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm talking about league-wide. People who've played Pro Bowls with him, who maybe played college football with him. These bros like, bro, Mike Evans is one of them dudes you'll let your fucking sister go out with. That's how good of a nigga he is. And it's like, AB attacked him? Stop it, bro. Yeah. Anyone who is defending this nigga at this point, after all this shit, because when that shit came out, again, he released all those text messages, I think it was Tuesday. It's either Monday or Tuesday. Everybody like, see, look at that shit. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers fucked up. I said, shh, give it 2 or 3 more days. Antonio Brown gonna show you his motherfucking ass. And guess what Antonio Brown did? Antonio Brown went Antonio Brown. If you listen, nigga, if it quack like a duck, walk like a duck, swim like a duck. It's not a motherfucking T-Rex, nigga. It's a duck, stupid. It's a duck.
It must be a duck. The whole Antonio Brown situation, man. I am just at this point. I am really concerned, man. What's the guy's name? Louis Riddick and Ryan Clark. They came at AB hard on TV, man. They were like, he's played his last snap in the NFL. If I was any team, he's radioactive to me now. He's cancer to me now. Nigga, I wouldn't even let him near my team. I was like, listen. Go ahead.
No, it's one thing to fucking quit on the Steelers like he did. You get what I'm saying? Because he just didn't suit up for a game. And then he came to the game in a fucking $50,000 mink coat. It's another thing to quit on the Raiders like you did because you never really played a game for them. It's another thing to have what happened with you with the Patriots because there was legal issues involved. Nigga, you left during the third quarter of the game currently being played on the field. Like you just threw your shit off, threw some of it into the fucking stands, and did jumping jacks off the field while other players were on the field.
Putting their body and their time on the line. That's crazy.
If a team justified bringing him on there into the organization, is whatever happened, like, bro, like that team will be the laughing stock, bro. At this point, not just because it's like, bro, at some point it's gonna blow up. At this point, at some point he's going to be contrite at first. He's gonna be very respectful, very humble. I'm glad to be here. Woo woo woo. I'm just trying to prove myself. Excuse me. And then when it's not about him, when it's like again in a game where you're trying to win it so you could get first place in the NFC playoffs, niggas like, hey, listen, I see it. Tom Brady like, bro, I don't give a fuck. It's a matchup. I'm going to give you the targets and shit so you can try to get your money. Like Tom Brady, the last game, threw to him like 15, 16 times.
Yeah.
He's trying to get you your money. But he's also trying to win the football game too. And if the game dictates that he throws the Gronkowski more in the first half, because it's a matchup advantage, throwing it to Gronkowski, then that's what the fuck he's going to do.
Listen,
damn,
man,
your money be
ultimate team sport. Yeah, football is the ultimate team sport. It's supposed to be everything comes before your money. Fucking
incentive-based contract. If you did not want to be paid on an incentive-based type salary, don't sign the fucking contract. Move on. Go see if another team will give you some kind of fucking guaranteed contract where money is guaranteed and not incentive-based. Go try your luck. You knew, your agent knew that there was no other team out there. Even the fact that Tampa Bay was even offering you an incentive-based contract wasn't even based on you. It was Tom Brady. And this past week, all you did was shade that nigga and saying he ain't no real motherfucking friend. He only let me into his house around his family and children because he's putting on the show. He can't do this shit by himself. And that nigga's supposed to be the de facto GM, but he didn't want to give me my money. And then when we get out into the field, he don't want to toss me the ball because he don't want to give me my money because he know I'm the best motherfucker out there because ain't none of them other niggas go harder than me on the football field. I thought this was about...
It don't make sense.
I thought it was... No, it make perfect sense. I thought it was about injury, though. All that shit that you released Tuesday or Wednesday last week, Monday or Tuesday last week, I thought it was about injury. What's all this?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you've been on. Yeah. Because again, if you go back to the Uber ride, that was like literally an hour after all that shit happened, nigga was talking about Netflix and shit. My Netflix deal. I can't wait till this shit get on Netflix. Nigga, I'm a killer on Netflix. This is that Netflix money. It's always been about that, bro. It's always been self-centered, yo. That's it. This nigga, again, I'm not going to throw away the thought process, the idea that he is something more serious, like CTE going on maybe, or the beginning stages of it. I'm not going to throw that away. I mean, he's a football player. So this is frequent with football players, especially players who've been playing since they were little and get to the league and then have long careers. It's a possibility. In fact, it's a real possibility. It's a real possibility in their lives. Got it. Get it. Got it. Got it. We understand that. But nigga, that's not what's happening now. It ain't. If he has CTE is in his very, very, very dormant early stages where it wouldn't really affect him like that. What you're seeing is like what Tyson said earlier, nigga. It's some bipolar shit. This some manic depressive shit. That's what that is. That's what all this is.
Yeah.
Mixed with the fact that when you get money, it just makes you more of what you were or what you already wanted to be. And the nigga was already a diva. So add a diva who now has access to millions of dollars, who may be manic depressive, who may be bipolar. Here you go. Antonio Brown.
Yeah. That's it, man.
What else you want, bro?
That's it.
What else you want? What else you want?
That's funny that you say what you just said, man. About I tell people that all the time because everybody wants to be rich, everybody wants to be well off, everybody wants to be. I don't want to be rich and famous. I would just rather be wealthy instead of being famous. But it was funny what you just said on the last point, man. And I say that all the time, man. It says that money reveals the attitude that poverty suppresses.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So
and that's real shit. Say that shit. Say that shit again, nigga.
Yeah, money reveals the attitude that poverty suppresses. I'm telling you, man.
And that's all it is, bro.
Yeah, and this whole situation is crazy, man. Like you said, you can't turn when this first happened. It was like maybe 5 days in a row. I couldn't turn the TV on without seeing the Antonio Brown thing. And you got all these people on there. What's going on with Antonio? The Bucs meltdown. Antonio Brown storms out. The NFL in shambles. And I'm just like, well, y'all creating these other storylines. And if anybody with half a brain, you can see the truth, the proof in the pudding. Yep. He constantly does this. He constantly, walks out on his teammates, his teams, or whoever signs him. He constantly talks about how much money he has or doesn't have. It's a vicious cycle, and eventually it will end. And hopefully, this last storm out with the Bucs, man, is the end of it. Maybe this is the final straw that breaks the camel's back.
The nail in the coffin. And here's the fucked up thing about it. This nigga, for like 6 years, was on a trajectory only one other player in the history of the NFL at that position went on, and that's Jerry fucking Rice. He was on that trajectory. Man. Listen, bro. You could pencil him in 90 to 110 catches, 1,300 to 1,600 yards, 10 to 15 touchdowns a year. Pencil it in. It's going to happen. Pencil it in.
Yeah, man.
Pencil it in. It's going to happen. That's the trajectory he was on. And who fucked the trajectory up? He did.
Yeah.
He did.
I hate everybody who want to talk about how the Steelers handled him. I hate when people talk about how New England handled him. All that. It's not. It's his fault. He was in control of his own destiny. He's the captain of his fate. You know what I'm saying? The master of his destiny. Whatever he did to himself. And at this point, like you said, I just want the service to be over. I don't feel sorry for him at this point because
I don't either. I don't feel sorry for him.
You continuously, motherfuckers is tossing you the bag, and you just for a wide receiver who's supposed to have good hands, you keep dropping the bag.
I don't feel sorry for. I don't feel sorry for him if it's if CTE is in play because y'all make that choice as football players. You understand the risk now that like all that shit. Like I understand why football players take the risk of hey, my body will be fucked up as I get older. You know what I'm saying? It's because nigga, I'll have a fucked up body in a fucking $10 million mansion. Like I'll be okay. I'll be fine, nigga. As long as my family's straight, I can create.
I can buy new feet.
Right. I can buy new feet. I can buy new knees. You know what I'm saying? I can buy all this shit. Yeah, I can buy a new elbow cap. You know what I'm saying? I go to fucking Ace Autos. I go to, you know what I'm saying? Ace Hardware. I go get a whole new knee joint. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can do all that shit. Together. Like, you get me? So they understand the risk going into it. So it's like, if they like, okay, bet I'm like, oh, someone has CTE, it's fucked up. I feel sorry for the older players because they didn't know the risk. Like the motherfuckers back in the days, the glory days, 60s, the 50s, 60s, 70s, like those people didn't know the risk because they were being hidden from them. You get what I'm saying? They didn't know the risk. So I feel sorry for those players who all got fucked up over by the NFL, and then the NFL didn't want to do anything for them after the fact, after they already given their bodies to the game to boost the game up and to make the game more profitable. And now these older players, these older men, these OGs sitting at home with half their body in a fucking suitcase because they can't use the shit no more. You know what I'm saying?
They sure can. That shit collect the dust.
Yeah. So it's like, so I feel sorry for them niggas. But any player who is playing football after 2005, that's when CTE was like, okay, we have substantial data now at this point about CTE. After 2005, you play football professionally or collegiately, and listen, that's a choice you making, bro. That's, and I don't feel sorry for CTE because I understand the choice. The choice is I'm putting my body on the line, my life on the line. Same thing like a firefighter or something like that. Like there's a risk to fight. Like when I was in the military, there's a risk to it, nigga. You're going to go to war and you might die. Like that's kind of the risk. You know what I'm saying? And okay, I accept the risk. So football players accept the risk. So that's that on that. The other shit, I definitely don't feel sorry for it. If it's some bipolar shit or some manic depressive shit or some other crazy shit.
Yeah, it's too many
where's mental health issues going on. Bro, it's too, I understand in this country, this shit is not talked about enough. Coming from someone who suffers from mental health issues, who actively is doing shit to make sure my mental health is up to par. I'm proactive with my mental health and whatever disorders that I have, right? There's too many things going on in this country where you could go get help, especially someone with that much financial resources at his disposal. I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
Bro. I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
I'm not.
But you know what?
That also
speaks to who in his camp is incubating him from his own mental health issues. You know what I'm saying? Nah, AB, you did that right. Nah, AB, that's exactly what I would have did. Nah, AB,
you know what? That's the other part that I don't feel sorry about because that's his ego. Because he's surrounding himself with nothing but yes niggas. And that's who you're going to surround yourself with? Fuck you and them niggas. Because that's you trying to feed your ego. And you don't have nobody on your squad that's willing to say, you fucking wrong, you need some goddamn help. Because if you did, knowing how his ego works, that person would have been gone anyway. So it is what it is. I don't care. I'm done. If he gonna keep going that, listen. Sometimes niggas gotta crash and burn. It just has to happen. Cause he's not gonna see it, bro. He's not gonna see what the fuck you mean or what you're going through or not what you're going through, what he going through, just by you saying it. He's not gonna see that. So I want to give this nigga a round of applause for being the clown that he's been, for being the fucking clown that he's always gonna be. Once you see what a duck is and you see that duck walk and quack and all other shit, he's just going to continue to be a duck.
That's it.
It ain't nothing else. That's it.
Damn, baby.
He's a duck.
You fumbled the bag, man.
He ain't fumbled a bag. He fumbled his career.
I'm telling
you. Fuck a bag. He fumbled his whole the rest of his career. He fumbled it. The nigga fumbled Canton. The nigga fumbled the gold jacket. The nigga fumbled immortality. The nigga fumbled his career. The nigga fumbled a top 5 legacy. The nigga, that's what he fumbled. He was going to be inserted into the top 5. If he kept going the way he was going, there was no doubt about it. He was going to be top 5. Period. No doubt.
He gonna go play for the CFL and be their top wide receiver of all time.
No. Canada ain't trying to bring. They said, "Oh no, we can't do that, eh? We can't bring him up here,
or whatever it is.
No.
The Winnipeg Wintermen or whatever the fuck they got, whatever the name of the team. I don't know any name of any team.
They will deport his ass. They will deport that nigga. They will deport that nigga, and that's all.
Damn.
You got anything else you want to say about that shit, bro?
No, man. I'm done with the AB.
Nothing
AB
else to say about
control.
AB. That nigga is a motherfucking clown, and that's all it is to it. And I ain't got shit else to say about it. Hey, what's up, everybody?
What's up, world?
If you like the content you are enjoying right now,
yes, sir,
please hit that like button. Smash
it's below.
That like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Hit that notification bell.
Absolutely.
So that you're up on when we send out new content.
Yep.
And we appreciate everybody that's been watching our shit so far. Thank you. Keep watching, and here's the rest of the video.